Hey Neil, how long is it going to take me before I see results? I get this question all the time, and it is an understandable question. I full-heartedly understand why somebody who wants to be successful would ask a question of this nature. But I don't love this question because it promotes short-term thinking. Look, now here's the deal. Technically speaking, according to periodization and I guess traditional fitness knowledge, you should be seeing results physically, visibly within 12 weeks. Okay. But I would like to say this is that if you're somebody who's been out of shape for so many years, perhaps you haven't worked out in 5 years, maybe it's been, 20 years since you've been at your goal weight, and slowly and progressively, you've added weight over time, and maybe you're 40 pounds overweight, right? Whatever it is, the longer it is that you're not on a fitness process, the longer it is that you're not consistent, the longer it is that you're not in shape, the longer it's going to take to get back in shape. That's natural, right? So I think that it's very misleading and I think it's very foolish for someone who has been out of shape for 20 years, who's been out of shape for 10 years, to expect that within 3, 4 months for them to be a lot further along than they thought. Now, can you make serious progress in 4 months? Absolutely. Can you see visible changes in 4 months no matter who you are? Absolutely, especially if you do the right things at the right time in the right order. But to expect for your metabolism to be entirely reverse conditioned back to what it was when you were younger, if you've gone 10, 15, even 20 years of being inconsistent, is foolish and it's setting you up for failure. And in fact, it's setting you up to be worse off than when you started the fitness process. The reason is this. Let's just say that your metabolism is slowed down drastically over the course of 10, 15 years, right? Well, now, for you to actually lose weight and keep it off, you don't just want to do the things that would cause quick weight loss. You don't just want to do a crash diet, but instead you want to do progressive overload with your weight training. You want to increase your food in a relatively methodical and linear way. You want to be able to feed your resistance training to actually create a positive beneficial result in your muscularity and increasing your muscle tissue, right? And so these things take time. These are the things that are going to cause metabolic change. These are the things that are going to increase your energy, improve your overall health, from a hormonal standpoint, from a metabolic standpoint, from an enzymatic standpoint, right? So for you to actually change your body systemically so that you can be healthier and lose weight that stays off being the key word, you need to speed your metabolism up. And this is a process that takes a lot of it longer than just going on a crash diet and losing a bunch of weight. Because after all, if you lose the weight, but it all comes back, did you really lose the weight? So ultimately, when you ask, how long is it before I see results? Just understand the context of the question and recognize that perhaps maybe taking a slower approach in getting to the end goal, but focusing on the systemic change will not only get you to your end goal in maybe a little bit longer than you may like, but once you get there, you're going to stay there and you're going to be in a place where you're only going to be able to improve, 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 as opposed to being very volatile and yo-yo dieting, right? So really, when you ask that question, make sure you understand the context and patience. Patience is key here.